On this module, we're going to be talking about creating the Messenger ref URL links that we're going to be using in our promotions.
Now, hold up. That is some scary sounding stuff. Ref URL link. So some people that are watching, I'm not very technical either. And I know you're not technical actually either. I mean, we're not coders. So
we're definitely not.
We're
definitely not.
We're definitely not coders. So is it fair to say, Manuel, that if you and I can figure this out, we're like cavemen, that 100%. Anybody watching should be able to figure this out?
Remember, my mom used to think that I was dumb also, all right? I was not supposed to be smart, all right? Because I didn't graduate college or went to college for that matter. So I figured it out along the way. Now, ref stands for referee of the NBA, not just kidding. Stands for reference. Reference. What does that mean? Where is it coming from? For example, you can grab that the same flow, and just to give you something very simple, bare bones, how this works. The same exact flow that you guys learned how to build a couple of modules ago, that same flow, I can duplicate it, and I can plug one into Facebook, plug one into email, send one on my YouTube video, give it to an influencer, and now I'm going to know exactly how many people came in through each source. So that URL is showing me the reference traffic. I think Google calls it, and also Facebook, referral traffic, right? Where is it coming from?
Great. All right. I'll let you take it away here. And guys, just as you're learning this, don't get stuck in the weeds. Don't say, I don't understand everything at this moment. You won't understand everything at this exact moment. You need to go through the experiential process. That's why Manuel keeps saying, you're going to have to go back and rewatch the video, pause it, do it in ManyChat, unpause the video, do it in ManyChat. If you do that once or twice, you'll have this stuff nailed, because just trust me, we have students all around the world that just absolutely nail this content and are successful with it. But this first pass as you go through it, you're just learning all the definitions. Just kind of let it wash over you. Just kind of take it in. You don't have to master it the first time you see it, because you can go back and rewatch the videos. And the way Manuel set this up and structured this, and I love it, is it's like they're like how-to guide videos while you're learning. So I'll let you take it away here.
All right, let's do this. All right, so just so you guys know, it's a magical link that when somebody clicks on it, they're going to land on that Get Started page that we just talked about. And once they click on the Get Started, they get started on that flow, and Messenger can tell you where that traffic, that individual user came from. So we're going to cover this. It's actually very, very simple. You guys already went through the hard part. The hard part was the whole flow creation. That was like next level. This is very, very piece of cake. Growth tools are, because a Messenger Ref URL is a growth tool. There's a bunch of different growth tools. Right now, you don't have to worry about any other growth tool. A growth tool is a variety of tools that you can use to encourage user engagement within Messenger and gain subscribers to your chatbot. The terms was originally introduced by ManyChat. Were originally introduced by ManyChat. Okay, so a growth tool URL is basically going to be a URL. It's going to allow you to grow your Messenger channel because it adds subscriber. A Messenger URL, Ref URL is a link that can be used to easily forward users your page's Messenger channel. This link can be placed in a variety of locations, including Facebook ads, your email newsletter, blog, or website, basically anywhere else. So how do we create these ManyChat Ref URL growth tools? Well, we go back to that very scary menu that I showed you guys earlier on this training. As you can see right here, there's a section called Growth Tools on the left-hand column. This is where you're going to create these growth tools over here. And at the top of it, there's going to be one that says New Growth Tool. So you click on Growth Tools, and then you click on New Growth Tool. Then you go to step 3, which is click on Messenger Ref URL. This is something like Ben talked about. I go over all this in detail in my advanced program, which again is not a plug, but just to show you guys there's a lot more to learn on this platform that you don't need to work on learning right now at all. This is what you need to know right now so you can get your Amazon product launch. Out of all these growth tools over here, we're going to use only one of them. Okay, so there's things that you can use on your website. There's things that you can embed, boxes that you can embed on different landing pages. There's things that you can plug in comments, meaning that somebody can comment on your Facebook post, and that's going to get them a message on Messenger, or you can embed a customer chat feature on your website, etc., etc., etc. All you need to do is focus on that number one, a number that says number 3 right there, Messenger Rev URL. So how do we do this? Okay, do you remember how we actually created a flow already? Cool. The flow has been created. So the hard work has already been done. We select Messenger Ref URL, and then we go over here to the next step. You're going to name the Growth Tool. Over here where it says Growth Tool number 124, you can name that Growth Tool, whatever it is that you're using it for. You will call it something like Facebook Ads Product X. And that you know that is your promotion, or you can even say the date in which you're launching that promotion. You can have whatever naming convention you think that makes more sense for you to be able to know what's happening with that particular reference URL. So once you go to replace over here, you go to replace. And now in here, you're going to go to search for a new funnel. I'm sorry, for a new flow. So it says over here, step number 5, search for the flow we created earlier. What did we create? We created the main full price funnel. Okay, so that's what we call it, the Amazon product launch formula. On this one particular, the name that I put earlier was different, but it was called the Amazon product launch flow or formula. You're gonna pull that flow in, and it's gonna say something like this. Hey, Jonald, happy to see you're interested in our coffee mug. Tap the claim offer button below to get a $15.99 Amazon gift card after Amazon ships your order. So you're gonna click on that flow, and then you're gonna go step number 7, click on the select this flow button. And once you do that, you have now the funnel built into that particular ref URL. So what happens? When somebody clicks on that link, obviously, first of all, you're gonna name it correctly. As you can see right here, we're naming it Amazon Product Launch Formula, Facebook Ads, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and save it. And then you're gonna go ahead and activate it. You see that toggle feature right there on the top right? You're gonna toggle that on. If you do not toggle that on, that is a dead link. Doesn't matter what anybody clicks on, how many times they click on it. If you do not activate that reference URL link, it's dead, all right? Make sure that you save it and make sure that you activate it, all right? So now, you're gonna click save, and then once you have the actual, you saved it and you activate it, as you can see right here, setup, and then active over here on the top right. This right here is your Messenger Ref URL. That's it. Copy URL to your clipboard, and you can save it on your notes, and then you can go ahead and spread that link anywhere, and people are gonna come into your funnel and just get through the process of becoming a client, a customer, and buying your product from you at full price in exchange for down the line getting a gift card. Activate your growth tool and then copy the ref URL. So that's it. Users will now receive your opt-in message anytime they click on your link. Note, new subscribers will have to click the Get Started button first in order to receive the opt-in message. So what does that mean? If somebody already is a subscriber and they see your Facebook ad or your Instagram ad, or maybe they are on your email list, but they are also on your Messenger list, well, if they click on that link, they are going to skip the Get Started page. But if somebody has never engaged with your bot before they actually engage with the bot, they're gonna have to hit Get Started on that first page. That is what we call the Get Started page. So now, that's your link. You're gonna save it, and that's what you're gonna use on your Facebook ads and all your traffic to bring them into Messenger. On the next module, we will go over how to create keyword triggers. All right, so Ben, if you have any questions for me at this particular point, it's a good section right here, but it's basically very simple. We're grabbing that particular link and we're saving it, and we're gonna put it on our notepads or anywhere else, because we're gonna use that link to now plug it into our Facebook ads or any other source of traffic that we wanna use to bring people into Messenger, that same link.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty straightforward. And I think, why don't we go to the next module here? Because I think as you tie some of the pieces together, they'll really get the big idea here.